Happy weekend, everyone.
Woohoo!
Yay!
We're going to celebrate the weekend talking about working.
Yeah, that is true. Well, people are working a lot, Cameron, with inflation, costs, rising costs. Like having just one job is sometimes not enough, especially if you have a family to support.
For sure.
So our topic today, let's get right into it. It is polyworking. So whenever you see the word poly, P-O-L-Y, what does this mean?
Poly means many.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
A large number. Usually more than 3.
Yeah.
But even more than 2 usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and working, of course, is just doing work.
If you have like 2 jobs, like you have a day job and a night job, what do you say?
I don't know if we would use the word polyworking.
What would you say?
I work 2 jobs.
Yeah, you work 2 jobs. I've got 2 jobs. Yeah. But it seems to be the trend, polyworking. So they're just little jobs here and over here. It doesn't pay a lot, but it just gives you that extra money.
Yeah. So, I mean, we both do similar things as freelancers. We have work here at EBS.
Yeah.
And we do other things.
Yeah.
And we just kind of do a bunch of different things, and that becomes our salary.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at some expressions that we're going to cover today. If you cobble together something, C-O-B-B-L-E, what are you doing?
So this is not a commonly used word, except in this phrase.
Okay.
So to cobble together means to bring many things together. And it solves your problem, but it's not like a perfect solution.
True. Okay. How about clock in?
To clock in means to start work. You used to have that little machine with your card. And it would print your time on there.
That's right. That's right.
That is literally clocking into work.
Push someone to the edge.
Oh, you're stressing someone to their limits.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We've got some great expressions, as always. Let's go ahead and learn more about polyworking.
The number of Americans working multiple jobs, known as polyworking, has surged, reaching over 8.9 million in March 2025. While the term puts a positive spin on juggling multiple roles, experts say it falsely portrays the harsh economic reality that forces many to cobble together incomes from multiple low-paying jobs. Remote work during and after the pandemic made it easier to clock into several jobs, especially in white-collar roles. Despite rising wages, paychecks are not enough due to high housing and grocery costs. For many, polyworking is not just a choice, it's survival. Economic instability and rising costs are pushing people to the edge, increasing anxiety and forcing a reevaluation of how Americans work.
Okay, please join us on page 146. What is polyworking? Okay, so let's begin. The number of Americans working multiple jobs, known as polyworking, has surged, reaching over 8.9 million in March 2025. So this is happening in America. People are working not just 2 jobs, but multiple. Because when you hear the word multiple, Cameron, like poly, it is poly. It is, I feel like, more than 2.
Right.
Yeah.
It does seem like there are at least 3, maybe even more than that.
Yeah. Okay. While the term puts a positive spin on juggling multiple roles, experts say it falsely portrays the harsh economic reality that forces many to cobble together incomes from multiple low-paying jobs. Okay, long sentence. Let's break this down. First one, while the term puts a positive spin on juggling multiple roles. Our expression here, or pattern, is to put a positive or negative, whatever spin on something.
Yes.
Okay? So this term, polyworking, it seems like it's kind of a positive thing.
Yes.
Okay, so what is to put a blank spin on something?
Right. So to put a spin means to put a nuance on it, either positive or negative. In baseball and golf and tennis, you can kind of spin the ball in a certain direction, right?
Like a fastball, curveball.
Right, It kind of changes the direction a little bit. So often with certain political issues, maybe something bad happens, but they're going to use words that makes it sound better than it actually is. Or here's a good one. Let's say you lost your job. You're jobless. You're unemployed.
Yeah.
You can say, I don't have a job, which doesn't sound nice. Or you can say, I'm in between jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Which just, it says the same thing, but it sounds a little nicer.
It seems a little bit less bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts a positive spin on your situation.
So the word polyworking puts a positive spin on juggling multiple roles. So juggle. If you juggle something, J-U-G-G-L-E, what are you doing?
So juggle can be like a clown or someone in the circus actually throwing balls or bowling pins into the air, 5 or 6 at a time.
Right.
But we also use this when you have many responsibilities that you're having to do at the same time.
Right. So if you're juggling between work and life at home, you're a working mom, you got to take care of your kids, your whole family, you're juggling many things.
Yeah, you can't focus on just one thing. You have to focus on many things at the same time.
Okay, so the first part here is saying that polyworking is basically you are having to do many things at the same time and that it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, they're trying to make it sound. The word polyworking makes the situation sound good.
Good. Okay.
But,
here's the but. But it falsely portrays the harsh economic reality that forces many to cobble together incomes. Okay. But in reality, it's showing that people are having a hard time financially.
Yes.
They are forced to work. They are forced to cobble together income. So in this context, cobble together income, what is this saying?
This means to put together a bunch of different pieces. They don't actually make sense, but you do them.
Yeah.
So maybe you're a computer programmer, but you also teach Argentinian tango, and you also are a dog sitter sometimes. Because you need money, so you just do all these random things and put them together.
Right.
You're cobbling together different sources of income.
Okay, very good. So that's a very good point that you're not just doing the same type of work and you're just working more, but you're doing these random things to make more money.
Yes.
Okay? And so they're low-paying jobs. Okay. Let's continue.
Remote work during and after the pandemic made it easier to clock in to several jobs, especially in white-collar roles.
Okay, this is interesting. So after, post-pandemic, remember a lot of people used to work at home?
Yes.
So it was easier to have several jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't use the word have. Clock in to several jobs.
Yes.
What is to clock in?
To clock in is to officially start work. It's like you have the clock and it shows your exact time when you started working. And usually we don't use the cards. I think some factories maybe still use the actual card that prints the time. But often, when I worked in a Korean company, we used our fingerprint.
Yes.
Because you had to open the door.
Yes.
And so when it got your fingerprint, it knew that you were working.
Right.
Or
that you came.
You have your employee card to get into the building.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can clock into several jobs, meaning one person could have many jobs.
I've heard of this. Like during the pandemic.
Yes.
They would do 3 jobs at one time.
You see, that's the whole idea of polyworking. Okay. So, despite rising wages, paychecks are not enough due to high housing and grocery costs. Yeah, things are getting more expensive. So, people are continuing this sort of arrangement.
Yes.
For many, polyworking is not just a choice, it's survival.
They don't have it. They got to do it.
They have to do it.
Economic instability and rising costs are pushing people to the edge, increasing anxiety and forcing a re-evaluation of how Americans work.
Okay. So post-pandemic, during pandemic, people were polyworking. It wasn't so bad. Now, it's almost as if you have no choice.
Yes.
Like you have to work multiple jobs. The economic instability and rising cost are pushing people to the edge. So if people are being pushed to the edge, what's going on?
You are pushing people to their limit. They are not going to be able to survive much longer with these low wages and high prices. And the imagery is like you're beside a cliff. Mm-hmm. And if you push a little bit more,
they're going to fall off.
You're going to fall off that edge.
Yeah.
So push people to the edge. It can be economically.
Yeah.
It could also be mentally.
Yeah, emotionally.
If you push someone to the edge, they might get angry if you do one more thing to them.
Right. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress. Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
The number of Americans working multiple jobs, known as polyworking, has surged, reaching over 8.9 million in March 2025. While the term puts a positive spin on juggling multiple roles, experts say it falsely portrays the harsh economic reality that forces many to cobble together incomes from multiple low-paying jobs. Remote work during and after the pandemic made it easier to clock in to several jobs, especially in white-collar roles. Despite rising wages, paychecks are not enough due to high housing and grocery costs. For many, polyworking is not just a choice, it's survival. Economic instability and rising costs are pushing people to the edge, increasing anxiety and forcing a re-evaluation of how Americans work.
Okay, please join us on pages 148 and 49. Cobble together means to make or put something together quickly, and it's kind of, there's no real plan, and often entails like random things. Sometimes there's no sequence. They're just together. Okay. I thought you didn't have a costume for the party.
I didn't, so I cobbled one together from old clothes and craft supplies.
Okay. So if you cobble together a costume, you're just like kind of digging into your closet and finding what you have.
Yeah.
Just putting it together. We had to cobble together a meal using leftovers from the fridge.
This happens all the time. You don't have enough of one type of food.
Yeah.
So you just have a bunch of different things.
You know, what is it, like the 냉장고, what is that, drama, not drama, but reality series?
Yeah.
Right?
냉장고 부탁해.
부탁해, yes, that's right. It's kind of like those chefs are cobbling together what they find in the refrigerator and making something great.
That is a great example.
Yeah.
They aren't pre-planning the menu.
Yes.
They just are seeing what they have.
That's when you know someone is a good cook. Is when you can open the fridge and cobble together something. Yeah. So it's like random things, not pre-planned. Okay. Clock in means to officially begin your shift at work. Okay. Usually like with these days a card or your fingerprint.
Or even just signing into your computer.
Into your computer. Yeah. Okay. Are you just now starting your shift?
Yeah, I need to clock in before the manager notices I'm late. Yeah.
Hurry up. Clock in. We have to clock in on the company app now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there are many different ways, whereas traditionally it was like literally a clock. And you put the stamp in there.
Yes. So this phrase, you can clock in. You can also clock out. Right? I was a waiter in the U.S. for a while.
Yeah.
A server in a restaurant.
Okay.
I would always get in trouble for not clocking out.
Cameron!
It was the word.
But so you clocked in.
I would clock in.
But you forgot to clock out.
I would forget to clock out. And I went home. But you had to like put your password in to leave.
Yeah.
And I would forget. And the manager would always call me in the next day. Because legally, it would look like I did like
overnight
12 hours of overtime. I have to go on, please sign this, saying that you left without clocking out.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. People forget to clock in. You forget to clock out.
I never forgot to clock in.
Oh yeah. So it looks like you are working 13 hours when you worked 4 hours.
Model employee, let me tell you.
So funny. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much kind of the only time we would use this expression clock in, usually with work. Right? I can't think of any.
Yeah, you can clock out of a conversation.
Oh.
When you stop paying attention.
You go like,
okay, I'm going to clock out. I'm not going to pay attention anymore.
Yes, that's right.
But clock in has a little bit more of a limited usage. Yeah.
Okay. Push someone to the edge means to cause someone to feel extreme pressure, stress, frustration. It's like you're just pushing them to their limits.
Yes.
How's your brother doing these days?
Honestly, his new job is pushing him to the edge. He's exhausted all the time.
Okay, so he's having a very, very hard time.
Yeah.
Okay. The constant pressure at work pushed her to the edge. This is a strong expression. If something is pushing you to the edge, you're very close to falling off that edge.
When someone is using this phrase, I do start to worry about their mental health.
Like burnout.
Like burnout.
For sure.
Or some type of depression.
Yes.
If we're talking about a mentally pushing someone to the edge.
Totally.
Physically, you can push people to the edge where you become worried.
They'll
Are they
collapse.
breaking their body?
Yeah, that's right.
Are they going to cause damage to their body?
Well, remember when we had the news reports about like some men in Japan with overwork and they just collapse?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they were being pushed to the edge.
Yes. You can also be pushed over the edge.
Over the edge. Okay.
Right? Which is when you go past that limit.
All right. Very good. All right. Our power pattern today is put something spin on. So it could be negative or positive. The chef puts a modern spin on traditional Italian dishes. So he's making it more modern.
Yes. She always puts a positive spin on bad news to keep everyone calm.
Okay.
Oh no, it's raining. It's good for the garden.
Yeah. The trees are happy. They're singing. Okay. All right. Power vocab is the word juggling. Comes from the word juggle. Do check out the definition on page 150. What else should our listeners do?
Please go to Audio Hakdang, and for a small monthly fee, you can get access to so much great English language learning content.
Okay. Thank you so much for studying with us this week, and have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.